let's write down the function, which is ax cubed plus bx squared minus 5x plus 2a. Alright, so there are two unknowns there, a and b. They are constants that need to be determined. Alright, so if you look at part 1, you are given that this is a factor. So the keyword is x squared minus 3x minus 4. The divisor is a factor. So if a divisor is a factor, right, we have learned factor theorem. It means that your remainder will be equals to 0. Okay, right, so let's write down your factor theorem, which is equals to your divisor multiplied by quotient, and the remainder is 0. Okay, so what do we do? Now your divisor is actually a quadratic polynomial. So a quadratic polynomial, how do you manage a quadratic polynomial? If you look at the previous few examples, right, under remainder theorem, remember we always let the divisor equals to 0, but the divisor we have are all linear factors in remainder theorem. So therefore, in this case here, we will have to factorize your quadratic divisor into linear factors. So if you were to factorize it, you would have x minus 4 and x plus 1. Okay, right. So because there are two unknowns, so you have to form two equations and solve them simultaneously. So the first one, we can let, there are two linear factors there. So you can let x minus 4 equals to 0 or x plus 1 equals to 0 first, whichever. So I'm going to let x minus 4 equals to 0. X minus 4 equals to 0. So I'm going to sub x equals to 4. So f of 4 will gives you a bracket 4 to the power of cube plus b bracket 4 to the power of squared minus 5 bracket 4 plus 2a, and this is equals to our remainder, but our remainder is 0. Alright, so 4 to the power of 3 is 64a, 4 squared is 16, okay, so if you simplify further, you would get 66a plus 16b equals to 20, and you can simplify further by dividing it by 2 throughout. That will be 33a plus 8b equals to 10. We're going to call this equation 1. Okay, so we have done with the linear factor x minus 4. Now we can do for the second one. So we're going to let x plus 1 equals to 0. So x equals to negative 1. Right, so we sub into our dividend. Okay, and we simplify it. This will give you negative 1. So that will be negative a. This will be positive 1 plus b plus 5 plus 2a equals to 0. So that will give you a plus b equals to negative 5. We're going to make a the subject so that we can sub equation 2 into 1. And we will get 33 bracket negative 5 plus 8. Oh, sorry. You will get 33 bracket minus 5 minus b plus 8b equals to 10. Okay, so you simplify the in-between on your own. You would get 10 plus 33 times 5 divide by give you negative 7. Alright, so b will be negative 7. Right, so you have to sub b equals to negative 7 into equation 2. Right, substitute b equals to negative 7 into equation 2, and you will get a equals to minus 5 plus 7 gives you 2. Okay. Alright, so after finding the value for your constants a and b, substitute into your fx to get 2x cubed minus 7x minus 5x plus 4, and you ask to factorize fx completely. When you say factorize it completely, it means, alright, so this is x to the power of 3. So when you say factorize it completely means you will expect to have 3 linear factors in the end. Okay, that is what you mean by factorize it completely. Just like, for example, if you have x squared minus 3x minus 4. So if you factorize it completely means it's x minus 4 times x plus 1. Okay, right. So there are two ways of doing it. The first way of you can use long division, and then you can find your qx. Another way is what I've taught you some days ago, right? We can let your quotient be ax plus b. Okay, why is it ax plus b? If you look at your dividend, this is degree 3. And if you look at your divisor, it is degree 2. Alright, so therefore, okay, therefore your quotient has to be of degree 1. And how is a degree 1 meaning is a linear factor? So how is a linear factor? How is the format like? It will be in the form ax plus b. Okay, and if you were to remember, we said that the first term, this is your divisor, right? The first term of a divisor times the first term of your this linear factor you're going to find will gives you the first terms in your dividend, which is 2x cubed. So therefore your a is 2, right? And also we mentioned that the last term multiply with this last term, which will gives you negative 4b, will gives you the last term here, which is 4. So b is negative 4. Right, so therefore your f of x can be factorized into x squared minus 3x minus 4 multiplied by 2x minus 1. Okay, but this is still not factorized completely. Remember, factorized completely means they must be all in linear factor. Right, so x squared minus 3x minus 4, you can factorize it into x minus 4, x plus 1, and then 2x minus 1. Okay, so this is what it means by factorize it completely. 3 linear factors there.